Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a video about my favourite healthy snacks, and obviously the best healthy snack you can have is fresh fruit and veg, but that's not always available to you. These are kind of the convenient pre-packaged, like on the go things that I always like to keep at least one of in my bag, just for like emergency situations when you're out and you're hungry and you've got a little while until you can get a proper meal. These are great to have because they're so much more of a better option than going like for a packet of crisps or a chocolate bar or whatever. So the first brand that I'm going to mention is a brand called Naked. And Naked are a UK kind of whole food snack brand. Their philosophy is kind of putting as little added ingredients into the product as possible, leaving it kind of in its as much of its natural state as they can. So they make these kind of fruit and nut bars, and these are very similar to Lara bars, I think, in the US, and they're basically like raw cold pressed fruit and nut bars. So it's mainly dates, and this is the Cocoa Delight flavour, which is my favourite. So it's got dates, cashews, raisins, cocoa, and then some natural chocolate flavouring, and that's it. So obviously they're really clean, and considering they're kind of pre-packaged and technically processed, they're probably one of the healthier alternatives you can have. They're one of you 5 a day, they're vegan, and this Cocoa Delight flavour actually tastes like so good. It's like a chocolate date cake bar kind of thing, kind of texture, because the texture's so soft and chewy and just they're so nice. Naked also make these really cute flavour infused raisins in these little single serving packs, and I'm not a massive fan of dried fruit and raisins and stuff like that, but I love these because they're flavour infused, so they taste like sweets. It's the weirdest thing, you have to try them if you can. There's a pineapple flavour, cherry flavour and a cola flavour, which is amazing. They taste like cola bottles but they're raisins. It's so cool, and again it's a serving of one of you 5 a day, and it's just a nice little kind of sugar boost if you're feeling a bit tired, or you know that you're working out, maybe you're heading like to the gym from work. Something like this would be really nice to have before a workout. And again, really cute little tiny packet, so you can just pop it in your bag. A product I've mentioned before and I still love and eat all the time are 9 bars. These come in multi-packs, so this is like a slightly smaller one because it's in a multi-pack of 4. Or most shops sell them now, like supermarkets. Boots have them, so you can grab one with your meal deal if you want. And these are basically like mixed seeds, like a mixed seed base with a carob topping. Now most people will look at the packet and think that they have quite a lot of sugar, and they do have a lot of sugar, but they're designed to be an energy bar. They're designed to fuel your body, so if you work out quite strenuously or you work out a lot, these are really good to keep in your gym bag or your work bag if you're going straight to the gym from work, because these will fuel you through a workout, or they'll like replenish your energy level after a workout. So they're not necessarily a weight loss type bar, but I think they're really good, and the ingredients again really kind of clean and natural. They also have dehulled hemp, which I think is a really good source of omega-3 fatty acids, so that's really cool. These are dairy and gluten free, but they're not vegan because they do contain honey, which isn't cool if you're vegan, but they do, so I'm sorry. Something I have occasionally as well is a Trek bar. These are quite similar to Naked bars. It's kind of a similar base, like cold pressed dates and nuts, but these have little soya crispies in. So again, it's like a natural protein bar, a bit cleaner than regular protein bars that you'll see like sold at your gym. don't buy those. They're full of crap, full of chemicals, artificial sweeteners, and I think they taste really weird and chemically anyway. They just don't taste satisfying to me. I'd rather eat something like this and know that I can actually taste the ingredients in it. But yeah, these have soya crispies in, so you're getting like a good protein refueling after a workout. And there's actually a little guy mountain climbing on the front, so again it's kind of aimed at people who exercise a lot and need an energy level up in. And the last kind of protein bar I have is actually a protein ball from a brand called Bounce, and these are so good. They look like this, they're really cute. I've not tried any of the other flavours, they do a few others, but my favourite is the coconut and macadamia. You can't see the white writing, there we go, that's what they look like. And these aren't vegan, they contain whey protein instead of like vegan plant-based proteins. But if you are a vegetarian, they are suitable for vegetarians, and these aren't as clean as the other bars that I've mentioned. The ingredients aren't all as natural, so it's not something that I'd eat every day, but occasionally for a treat and just to keep like on the go for emergencies, these are really nice. Popchips. I bought some Popchips to mention in this video, and as you can see they didn't last very long. Stuff like this isn't great, like I'd rather eat one of the other things or a piece of fruit or something for a snack rather than kind of processed potato refined carb snacks. But if you really want a packet of crisps, it's so much better to eat a packet of these than a regular packet of crisps, because it's quite a small serving size as well. It's only got 96 calories in, so it's not going to be detrimental. And also they're air popped like popcorn is, rather than baked and fried like other crisps brands are. So yeah, they're really popular. Popchips are popular, but I thought I'd mention them anyway because I really like them, as you might be able to tell. And the last snack I wanted to mention really quickly was popcorn, and again, popcorn isn't a great snack to eat all the time, but the thing with popcorn is you can get a really high volume for the same amount of calories that you would a small packet of crisps. So this big packet here is 89 calories, which is really good because you get a lot of popcorn in there, so it's a nice big bag. And if you're one of those people who just likes to pick at food, which is a lot of the time, it's just the kind of mental habit of like having snacks and finger food all the time, popcorn's really good because it's lower in fat than regular crisps and it will kind of satisfy that feeling for you. But again, don't eat popcorn every day in place of like a piece of fruit or something if you want a snack. But if you have a craving, sometimes you just need to satisfy it. We've all been there. This bag I've got here is just the Shapers brand from Boots, but there's so many different brands, different flavours you can get. I really like the sweet and salty ones because the sugar and salt, just the balance just goes together so nicely. It's just really nice. I have a massive sweet tooth, but I really like this sweet and salty one. So those are all my kind of convenient on-the-go snacks to keep in your bag or your car or wherever you might need them for emergency situations, so you don't reach for something really high in fat, really highly calorific and just not very good for you, especially if you've made a New Year's resolution to lose weight. I thought this video would be helpful at this time of the year in case you needed to pick up some tips. So thanks for watching and I will see you in my next video.